Hello. Welcome to Mentoring with the Masters. My name is Jennifer Kuyrkendall. I'm the Third Circuit Representative for the Young Lawyers Division Board of Governors. Today we have the pleasure of hearing from Joe Bodiford. Joe is board certified in criminal trial law, as well as board certified in criminal trial advocacy by the National Board of Trial Advocacy. Joe, welcome.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Let's talk about speedy trial today.
Speedy trial.
First of all, what is it?
Well, there's two types of speedy trial protections for a defendant, and both deal with the general concept that the government cannot charge somebody with a crime and then just leave it pending indefinitely. The first one comes out of the Sixth Amendment and is what we call or refer to as constitutional speedy trial. Really has to do with bringing the case to trial after the investigation and the crime has been committed and not waiting forever. You find those in situations where perhaps a defendant has been arrested and released, they've been charged, and they fail to appear, and they're never brought in. The government never goes and looks for them. And 10 years later, they get arrested on a traffic ticket. Barker versus Wingo is the case that folks would want to look at for the factors dealing with that. But the one we more commonly deal with is found in the Florida Rule of Criminal Procedure 3.191, which is procedural speedy trial. And that says in felony cases, a defendant has to be brought to trial within 175 days, and in all other situations within 90 days, and that's of arrest or of being charged.
What are the main concerns with speedy trial?
Well, the main concern is that you don't want to invoke it or waive it willy-nilly. It's something that requires thought, it requires planning, it requires strategy after you've done a thorough case analysis. There is oftentimes, and I would say probably in the majority of the times in criminal cases, where a defendant is not going to have enough time to either complete a pretrial intervention program or, on the opposite end of the spectrum, prepare a murder case for trial within 175 days. Alternatively, there are situations where defendants want to have their trial well in advance of 175 days and don't want to wait for that time to expire.
So with that, can speedy trial be shortened or extended?
It can. It can. It can certainly be shortened by filing of what is called a demand for a speedy trial. And it can be done even in advance of the expiration, or what I call the natural expiration, either the 175 or the 90, by filing this demand for a speedy trial. There's two cases in Florida that deal with this, only two that I can find, that say that you have to have a bona fide desire for that trial, meaning I don't want discovery, I'm ready, let's go. And you see it very once in a while. You'll see somebody get arrested and on day 2 after their arrest drop that demand for a speedy trial. Well, guess what? If they have a bona fide reason for doing it, they get it. The other alternative is what is commonly referred to as a waiver of speedy trial. Now, if you read the rule, you won't see the word waiver in there anywhere. It's something that we have just kind of come up with in practice, and it is discussed in case law, but nowhere in the rule. And that is where, after, again, thought, contemplation, strategy, communication with the client, you say, we need extra time. And judge, we don't want to have our trial within 175 days on a felony or 90 within a misdemeanor, and we will waive our right to do that. Now, there are times that you can unwittingly waive your right to a speedy trial. For instance, if you agree to a court date outside of the natural expiration, you're deemed to have waived it. So you can't, so sure, we'll agree to a trial on day 190, sit there and wait till day 176, and then you file your notice. They're going to say, well, you agreed to it, so you waived it. So you got to watch that.
Okay, very well. Thank you so much, Joe. And that concludes this video for Mentoring with the Masters. Thank you for watching.